Hey guys, Michael here. Welcome back to another Apps Every Day, and today we're taking a look at Bluetooth Plus. This is a app if you own any Blackmagic cameras. It's one of the few apps and programs on the market that take advantage of the Bluetooth functionality within those cameras. And let's take a look. This is a paid app. It costs a couple bucks. It does fluctuate. So I picked this up last year when I first got my 4K. And it definitely is helpful, but has some cons you may not be aware of. So when you start up your camera, I've already paired mine, so that's why you can see the 6K at the top. If I turned on my 4K, I would see that. So I just tap on it and hit connect. Take a couple seconds to connect here. And then as soon as it does, you're loaded into this screen right here. Now, the biggest con that people may not be aware of is the fact that you're connecting via Bluetooth, but you cannot see your screen or any sort of that. So it's not like a remote monitoring function. You are only going to be able to change your settings. Now, once you get past that, once you have the proper expectations for that, the app is quite useful. So I can see at the top that this is my 6K. I can see that it's connected through AC right now. If I was on a battery, then I would be able to see how much battery I have left. I can also see my white balance right here and my tint. And then you'll see these arrows where you can change the settings, or of course you can use the sliders. And pretty much immediately on the camera, the settings are changing as well. So there's really no delay. Now you can also see presets at the bottom, and if you have an autofocus lens, you can do that. Now, of course, apps are telling us that we have multiple menu options here at the bottom since we have 4 little dots, so I know I can swipe over. Here I have my frame rate options. I'm in overdrive or overspeed, whatever it's called, to get to 50 FPS. So again, just like anything else, I can change the slider, can turn that oversample. I can also change my shutter speed. I was filming some action before, so that's why I was at 90. And you can fine tune it, or the arrows will basically go to the standard, the next standard of shutter or aperture or frame rate or anything like that. So that is nice. And then of course you can change your ISO to whatever the available ones are. Next, you have all of your frame guides, your zebras, focus assist, how much you want those little red or blue or whatever your focus color is set to. You can also turn on grids or the little dots. And on the final screen, you have your actual codecs and quality. So this is where you're going to choose if you want BRAW, ProRes, what the bitrate and quality options are, as well as your resolutions. And you can even turn on window mode. Now at the bottom you can also see some of your recording options. So right now I don't have an SSD plugged in. If I do that right now, plug that in, then we can see it take a second, and card number 2 is now recognized. It tells me how many minutes I have left in the current codec and frame rate and all those settings that I've chosen. Now I can start and stop recording right from here, which is nice. So I can hit that button right there, and we can see that the time code starts to go up. The card is red, telling me which card I'm recording to, and of course the record button is red. And I can stop it right from here as well. And lastly, on the bottom right, we have a little clapboard. Since the Blackmagic cameras save clapboard type metadata built in, which is really cool. This would be great for like a first AD or something, or maybe script supervisor, or even probably second AC who's handling slate. They can go in and basically designate the scene number, what take, what sort of shot it is, and then you can even say good take, last clip. So that way after you finish recording, if the director says, hey, I really like that one, you can save it, and then in DaVinci Resolve you can basically view all of this metadata. So that's extremely useful for staying organized on set. And yeah, so although a lot of people look at these apps and say, oh man, I can't view my screen or remote monitoring, since that technology isn't quite there yet. For everything else controlling this has been incredibly helpful. I just filmed an underwater scene last night, and I couldn't really touch the back of my camera since it was in a housing. And so I was able to use this on my phone to change all the settings very quickly. It's reliable, as long as you stay within Bluetooth range, which is, around 30 feet or so. And yeah, don't forget to leave a comment down below on an app you think I should check out next. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for another Apps Every Day.